welcome back. This is By the Book, and we're your married relationship coaches. Today, talking about Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 7, as you guys can see.
Yes.
Let us know before we get started, or whenever you feel like it. If you like the new intro, we're working on something. But if y'all don't like it, ain't no point in us putting it back up there again. So let us know what you think. Yeah. Anyhow, without further ado, we're talking about Alexis and Justin and what's going on with them. Let's talk about it.
Well, this was when they got back to the real world after their honeymoon. And so here was Alexis doing her confessional. And here she is talking about how easy marriage is.
So easy. Maybe it's hard for some people, but not for me.
Yeah, exactly. So here she is pumping her own self up and thinking everything is all hunky-dory. But then when they get ready to move into their prospective apartment, the one that the show arranges for them, both of them have dogs. One dog doesn't like the other dog.
This is why people shouldn't have small dogs. That's the thing. I hate small dogs. My husband knows I hate small dogs. We got a big dog. But, well, I think he's medium. But anyway, he's kind of big. But small dogs are, they get beat up. I shouldn't say I hate. I like animals.
Well,
I do.
The big dog did beat up the small dog.
I mean, they're at risk for things, and so that's what we saw happen. Yeah. Like the big dog was. I'm going to mix his name up because everybody's got a dog. I don't know what it is with Married at First Sight and everybody having a dog. Is it Luna? Or is that Kristen's dog?
It was Luna, I believe.
Luna, okay. Yeah. So Luna bit the little one, and I forgot that one's name for sure.
Yeah.
And it had to get medical treatment and stitches and things like that on that day. So that sucks because everybody loves their own animals. And Alexis's response, I guess I want to ask you.
You really don't want to ask me.
I do. I want to ask you about both of their responses. How do you think this could have gone differently? And did either party respond appropriately or inappropriately?
Okay. Well, obviously, Justin, he wasn't anticipating what could have happened, by which was the worst. His dog jumps on the smaller dog, by which is Alexis' dog. And so could it have been avoided? Yeah. But he's the type of person that looks very positively and hopes for the best. He doesn't look at things as far as what the worst outcome could possibly happen. And so he didn't prepare for it. So he's just, it'd be fine. They're just dogs. And hey, it's all good. And next thing you know, his dog is taking a plug out of the other dog. And so couldn't have been avoided. Well, it could have been avoided, but not when you're talking about Justin.
It probably could have been avoided to some extent. His dog may very well need to be muzzled. But the thing is, the deeper thing I think is about like personality and character and relationships is that once again, Justin, I don't want to call him effeminate for his behavior in this, but it's certainly not like a take charge type of guy. No. He didn't look forward. He wasn't foreseeing what could happen, the challenges. No. He went into there with like this pie in the sky expectation and hope. And he didn't even, and he kind of foreshadowed it. Because as we were watching, I don't know if you guys saw this as well, he was like, she don't always get along with everybody, blah, blah, blah. This was before the dogs met, right? So he knew more than what he let on.
Yeah.
And that was one of Alexis's issues. He didn't try to troubleshoot that situation and prevent a problem. And I think that's a broader show of the type of person that he is. He's not a take charge man. And this goes back to what we've been talking about for episodes prior. It's just like, that's going to be unattractive to most women.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that alpha male in him to just take charge of a situation and be like, you know what, this may not be the best. Let me look at this in a different way. Let me try to avoid any problems. I know this dog has bitten other dogs before. It's been a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
And avoid the situation.
Yeah.
And I think what we're seeing now is Alexis getting tired of that behavior.
You think it's wearing thin?
It is. And it's going to, they got 6 weeks left? 6.5 weeks left?
Yeah.
it has the potential to snowball out of control. That's what I think.
It is starting. You can definitely see her aggravation with him. And so then comes our favorite Pastor Cal.
Yeah.
He comes into the situation and he tries to mend it as best he could, And so basically what I got out of it, I'm going to ask my wife. No. Ask my wife first. What do you think?
No, you go ahead and say what you're saying. We need to know what your thoughts are about Pastor Cal.
And so Pastor Cal comes in and basically he's just like, hey, forgiveness needs to happen. I'm sorry, excuse my voice. He's like, forgiveness needs to happen, and so you have to forgive not only the person the incident, but you have to forgive the person as well. And so here he is. He's Pastor Cal is Pastor Cal, and so never really addressing, of course, what we've been seeing for these past couple of weeks. And Justin just being a soft dude. Like, look, man, you need to kind of like step up a little bit. You need to be, a little bit more. Thinking a little bit more towards the future, thinking a little bit more towards safety, thinking a little bit more towards protection. He didn't do any of that.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
It was all of that. Was hey, Alexis, you need to forgive him. I can tell he's hurt. He's sympathetic. Forgive him.
Right. Like, it wasn't technically his fault. I mean, Justin didn't bite the dog.
No,
his dog bit the dog. So I get it, but Alexis is looking for more leadership from him. She's looking for him to be a little bit more take charge, and he doesn't have that in him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say it's going to continue to snowball. Mm-hmm. And what's going to make it snowball even faster, it's going to be like a jet powered snowball rolling down this hill, because I'm telling you, he's already crying. He's paranoid about like his marriage failing. So he's talking about possibly getting rid of this dog. And my husband and I have talked about this. Yeah. We're like, do you get rid of a dog? He's like, yeah, you get rid of a dog for your marriage. I'm like, he only known this woman for 2 weeks. I'm not getting rid of my dog for someone who I've known for 2 weeks. That's just me.
But it's a human.
No,
it's
but
a human.
For 2 weeks?
Marriage. But they only known each other for 2 weeks. But still, she committed to him. That's his wife.
That's
her husband.
An 8-week trial period.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm not giving up my dog before that 8 weeks is up.
All right.
I can tell you that right now. There's no way.
People choosing dogs over their spouses. But okay, all right. I will give you, they haven't known each other for a long time, so it is kind of like a mock marriage or a fake marriage, sort of kind of. But if it's a real relationship, people do the same things. They'll get rid of the person before they get rid of their pets.
You mean in like a marriage where the people have known each other for a year or two?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know, but that's not what we're dealing with.
All right, y'all hit the comments in that, and let us know if you know anyone. You might be the person who's gotten rid of your potential spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, because they didn't get along with your dog or your cat or something. Leave that in the comments.
I don't see it. I don't see that happening. But hey, let us know.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the point I was trying to make is that Justin is such a soft guy and he's so thirsty to be in this marriage. Mm-hmm. He's finding himself in a hole, right? Like now Alexis is starting to lose that initial attraction that she had for him. And so he's going to be chasing it. And what he's going to do, this is my prediction, he's going to become less and less and less attractive to her the more he's like chasing her and being like, baby, I'll fix it. Baby, this. I'll get rid of my dog. What do you want? My blood? You know what I mean? Like he's going to try to go way above and beyond and not really actually be a compatible partner for her. He's not going to give her like, I'm on your level type partnership.
Yeah.
He's going to be always catering to the queen, and it's unattractive. Yeah. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
When you treat yourself like you're not valuable, you're not valued.
Yeah, I can see him definitely doing that. I agree with you. So you think he's gonna basically overcompensate?
He's gonna try, but it's, again, to a person like Alexis and many women, it's not going to be attractive. He's gonna think, hey, I'm doing everything. I'm putting myself out here. Look, I got rid of my dog for you, and I'm doing this and that. I'm overextending myself, and she's gonna be like, nah, you can keep that, bro.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that.
Okay, so back to my original question to you. Do you think that Alexis responded appropriately? Do you think there's something she could have done differently?
Well, she was trusting him. She was looking towards her husband. She was looking for his leadership. And I think she kind of forgot that he's not really a leader, not at this particular point. And so I don't see that there was anything else that she really could have done besides take leadership like she did, pick up her dog and take her dog to the vet. Yeah. She was obviously upset. She was obviously hurt. And disappointed in Justin.
Yet he was the one who was crying again.
He cried a little.
And then he cried a lot. I'm so sick of his tears. I don't think she cried at all. She just took ownership of that situation and did what had to be done. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, that's what we want of our men. We want them to just own that situation, take charge. I think she would have felt so much better if Justin was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. Let me shut my dog up in this closet or wherever he ended up locking up Luna. Yeah. And I scooped the dog up himself. We're taking this dog to the vet, baby. Don't leave it on me to make all the decisions.
Okay, well, he did ask her.
Well, no, that was too late. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me about, I'm going to go with you and I'm going to sit there in the doggy emergency room, waiting room area. Yeah. No, you should have been the one saying, you should have scooped up my dog. Yeah. You should have rubbed the paper towel on her eye and got the blood off. You should have rushed us out to the car and been like, listen, we're going to go right now. I know a place where we can go. Yeah. If you didn't even know a place, like be Googling it on your phone, multitask. Make me feel like you got me. And he doesn't have that in him because he's a beta male. I don't even know if I like that term, but it's so appropriate when it comes to him.
I don't even think he's a beta. What's below beta?
I don't know. Theta, zeta, whatever y'all. I don't know the Greek alphabet, man. If y'all know it, let us know.
Whatever it is, I don't know what he is.
But that's the problem. I mean, I think, and you guys let us know what you think. I really want to talk about this because I think that it's only downhill from here. I think that he's shown enough that Alexis has been unimpressed with, and he's put himself in a hole, and he's going to be trying to dig out of it for the rest of this marriage.
Yeah,
which is got a 6-week time limit on it.
Yeah.
It's over.
But you know what? To switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
You know who else don't really care for Justin that much?
I got an idea.
Nate.
I think he's so super disappointed.
Yeah.
He thought he was gonna have a bro. Like he's like, oh man, it's another one. You know. It's not that at all. He's like, he's weird.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any. I haven't heard him say one good thing about Justin, and I don't think it's coming.
No.
So I don't know that and that's another thing. He rubs women the wrong way. He rubs men the wrong way. Maybe that's why he cries all the time. I would cry too. I couldn't make any friends.
But on a serious note, the last couple of minutes we have left, let me ask my wife. What can this couple do to get things back on track?
Oh, nothing. It's
wait a minute. There's no hope.
No, there's not, because they're not suited for one another. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Alexis can't find a happy marriage. I'm not saying Justin can't find a happy marriage. I'm saying they can't find it with one another. Their personalities are too far apart. The gender roles are flipped. He's too emotional for most women, though there are some that he would be compatible with. For most women, I think he's going to have a huge, huge challenge, and he's going to have to learn. Maybe he needs to take lessons from Nate or whomever, but he has to have a little bit more assertiveness, a lot less crying, and a little bit more take charge and leadership.
Yes.
These are things that I don't find in him. And I think it's going to be a challenge to have anybody fully respect you when you're missing those things.
Yeah, I agree with you, babe. I think people can change, but I think especially for the parameter of the show, the full 8 weeks, decision day is coming up. He can't do enough changing in order for this marriage to kind of like be successful within those type of parameters. And you know, I think for him, so much changing would have to take place. He would have to change so much on a fundamental level.
He wouldn't even be himself.
He would. It would be a major overhaul on how much changing he would have to do in order for this marriage to kind of like work, and for Alexis to regain trust and regain respect for this man at this particular point. Because as we saw in some of the future clips, it gets worse. Yeah, it gets worse for him,
and it's gonna keep getting worse. That's what I think. But let us know what y'all think about that. I don't foresee any real redeeming moments for them.
No.
I mean, I'm sure editing, you know, and production will try to show us something that gives us like a question mark as to whether they're going to make it or not. Yeah. But I think I've seen all I need to see. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Well, you know what's ironic? You know what's ironic? Last week, if you all can recall, we were very hard on this couple. Yet they were very soft and loving on one another. And here it flipped. And they're very out with one another, and we're still hard on this couple.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say in the comments. If this is one of your favorite couples, let us know, because I want to talk about that. This is maybe my least favorite, my second least favorite couple. None of them are that great. Yeah, but hey, except Sasha and Nate. Those are my favorites. Anyway, let us know. We'll talk to you soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we're out.
Bye.